Yeah,
By
and
the way,
they are not even the first
they were gods.
because
Yeah, they are not the
we in
first.
India,
Yeah, that's true. They are not the
in
first.
India we have their own sacred scriptures there in India
They are not the
that
first.
documents
Yeah,
experience in life.
but
Yeah.
yeah, they are not the first, of course. In this case, we are talking about the Abrahamic God. The Abraham, we can say in this case that the
Yes.
Abrahamic God was revealed to the Jews, the first. They were the first to have
They choose to document it. It's this
the
documentation that has made us to be able to keep pace with what actually happened in those days, to be able to understand their interpretation of events,
yeah.
to be able to not be able to understand how some of the events were manifested in their lives. So it is this documentation that has helped us with scientific evidence to be able to counteract some of the claims they made
And
in those days.
I can even tell you that prior civilization, 6,000 years ago, there is documentation that shows that there is a documentation called the Epic of Gilgamesh that documents the flood, almost the exact narrative. It documents the flood of Noah. It gives a Noah story. So you see, if you look at the Old Testament, you see that there are stories there that had been copied. Christianity is 2,000 years old. There are stories in the Old Testament that happened about 6,000 years ago. So you see that even some of those stories are, I don't want to go deep into the Bible, but the stories there are not even as original as they claim to be, even though some of them might be a original representation of some things that happened, maybe the New Testament and all of that. But that is the thing. So in terms of uh witchcraft, which is, I think that's where we are in terms of witchcraft. I think I've given everything can be explained, which science has a good and reasonable and more plausible explanation for what people consider to be witchcraft. So yeah, maybe we can proceed to